folks, Fat Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Aero Mods Club. This is our special airplane guest of my Aeros RC Warbird Roundup. One that I'm asking Aeros, hey Aeros, Hobby Zone, you need to bring this plane back. This is one of the best flying of the Warbirds I've ever owned. And this is the F8F BEARCAT. I can never remember what if it's F8 or, but F8F BEARCAT. Great flying plane. This was the predecessor to the Corsair. And from now, you history buffs can have to correct me. I think I'm right on that. But she does not have thrust reverse. She's got the great gear, got the drop tank. And the only mod I've done to this is I give her that clear coat of that polyacrylic. Now, I had a Admiral Stability Plus receiver, an older one. The base broke on it, so I went ahead and replaced it. And it didn't pass the range test. So I installed an AR630 antenna-less Spectrum receiver. And we'll talk about that, show that to you once we land, once the flight's over. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Just so you know, my rates are 100% throws, over 30% expo, all the way around. All right, part of my Warbird Roundup. Oh, we're gonna have to change that. I'm not gonna listen to that beeping all the time. I forgot, I redid this plane. And yeah, I'm not gonna have that beeping every time I hit throttle. Sorry, you have to bear with me. Bear with me with the BEARCAT. All right. Now that big orange stripe, that big right above and below the Navy insignia, that actually is a big help when it comes to orientation. Good looking bird. This was my first of the Aeros Warbirds. This is the first one I ever got. Now I missed out on the P-47 and their first Mustang, but I have the Trojan, the Corsair, and the Mustang, the one they have now, the Detroit Miss. All right, here we go. All right. There's a little bit of left aileron. Oh yeah. Reminds me a lot of the F4F Hellcat or Wildcat. All right, we're going to need to dial the gains up a little bit. The wind is really rocking her.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right. This is almost like a maiden because went through, because I haven't flown her in forever. Put a new receiver in her, rebound her. We're just completely reset the model up. So, and she's flying just fine. Not trying to hot rod her anyway. Because like I say, I haven't flown this plane before in a long, long time. But we're gonna bring her by. All right, full speed now. Into the wind though. I had a gust of wind hit as I was doing that loop, and
gear down, landing flaps.
We come by with the flaps down and everything. I don't have any kind of a flap to elevator mix. So I'm gonna bring her by, make sure everything's down like it should be. And it looks good. All right. Ooh.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Yeah, she's a light little plane, and it is a little bit windy today. Man, she almost.
Flaps up.
We're gonna land. We don't need flaps. Not as windy as it is. All right. I just always have it in my head, warbird, jet, flaps, no matter what. But if it's windy enough to slow her down, you don't need them, you don't need them. All right. It's a little windy. Got that wind got up underneath that wing. All right.
Low rates.
Back to high rates again. For a tail dragger, because the gear is so far out, so wide, she handles real well on her taxiing. All right, gotta get. There we go. Let's do a real quick little hop. All right. Still got the gear down.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Whoa, is that windy? Good looking plane. Good looking plane. All right, we're going to take off from right there.
Gear up.
All right, we're going to take her up. That's where she falls out of it.
Gear down.
All right.
Gear
Actually, we'll
up.
give her up and we'll go full speed right now. There.
Gear down.
Very agile plane. Whoa. Oh, I can't leave it like that.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Can't leave it like that. All right. Boy, I love the yellow on them on the tips of those prop. Big spinning that great big old 4-bladed prop.
Props.
All right. We flew for 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Well, I think we had what, four landings and 4 takeoff and landings. So y'all got an extra one at no extra charge. To show you my setup, okay, that I have the HRB 3300 with a 60C discharge all the way forward, and right there is where I've got that AR630 antenna-less receiver, and I do have safe, but of course I don't use it. But I've got the gains channel on my roller. That way I can adjust the gains in flight. If she's oscillating too much, you dial back on the gains. If she's getting rocketed around a little too much, then you might want to bring the gains up a little bit. But you can adjust that in the flight, which is great. Let's see how much is left in the tank. How much gas we got left? 64%. Very efficient Warbird. Very efficient. Let me show you the gear one more time. Okay. There you go. Well, folks, that is the F8F BEARCAT Arrows RC, one of their unfortunately discontinued warbirds and arrows. You need to bring this back. Bring it back 4-cell capable. I mean, it probably is 4-cell capable now because it's got a 40 amp ESC, and I think it is ready for 4S. But it does, the manufacturer doesn't recommend it. She flies fine on 3S, but bring it back at a dedicated 4-cell or 3-cell. Put some nav lights on like you done the Corsair, would be a great addition, and offer the vector system in it. That would help the beginner pilots out a lot, you know, who want to get into warbirds. This would be a great first warbird. So would the Corsair. Folks, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends. Big shout out to Hobby Zone. Do what I said, please. Bye-bye, y'all.